Hey, good afternoon. My name is Brendan Dewan. I am in the Physiology 1010 class at University of New England. Today's date is 12/11/22 as well. This is the second lecture or presentation, I guess, that I will be doing for this class. I know there's going to be one more, but I decided to do this one on the role of the pancreas and liver in regulating digestion. This is my digestive system lecture, as I did one prior about a few months or about a month ago as well. But just wanted to get into this a sec here. But there actually will be a little 10-question quiz at the end, a little study aid that goes along with this presentation too. So that would also be very helpful if you find this presentation helpful. But let's start with the functions of the liver and pancreas together. They're both gastrointestinal organs. They have endocrine glands, and then pancreas also has exocrine glands as well. Along with intestines, they produce the necessary secretions for digestion. Do the liver and pancreas, as digestive enzymes, bile and bicarbonate, will be present as well to help digest necessary nutrients and all that as well. And then they secrete these hormones directly into the bloodstream too, once they are able to fully digest these nutrients with the given enzyme for each. Okay, so I want to specifically talk about the role of the liver, and then we'll talk about the pancreas before kind of dividing into little units for both of them as well. So the liver is the largest internal organ. It is located under the diaphragm and on the right side of the body, which you can see in that picture I added on the right hand side as well. It's got a few main functions and then also some other necessary roles as well that just aren't the liver's main functions, but I just listed three as its main functions. The first is to remove toxins from the body through waste products and all that. The second is to maintain healthy blood sugar levels. We'll talk about that actually in the next slide. And then regulate blood clotting as well. And then, like I said, there is other necessary roles that the liver does play. It's just that I'm not going to discuss them further in this lecture at all. Then hepatocytes are present as well in the liver, as hepatocytes secrete bile, and bile does aid in digestion, and that's mainly through the gallbladder as well. Then, like I said, we're going to jump right into carbohydrate metabolism, which hepatocytes have the ability to release enzymes to regulate blood glucose levels. And the goal is to maintain a glucose concentration in a normal range. So say you have a strenuous workout and your blood glucose levels drop, or say you just ate a very sugary product or something like that and your blood glucose levels spike. This will kind of be what kind of tries to regulate that glucose level and tries to make it and stay in like a normal range as well. And this system is tightly regulated and is tightly regulated by hepatocytes as well. The next one is fat metabolism. Oxidizes triglycerides to produce energy in the liver. Hepatocytes export acetoacetate to bloodstream in order to be picked up and metabolized tissues. That's kind of why hepatocytes export this. And then it can be moved around in the bloodstream throughout the rest of the body as it goes to the necessary tissues that are in need of this. Synthesizes cholesterol and phospholipids as well, and like I said before, hepatocytes secrete bile, and bile aids in the digestion of fatty acids as well. Alright, next up is protein metabolism. So for protein metabolism, it regulates the metabolism of amino acids and proteins, kind of proteins to amino acids, as those proteins are broke down so that they are in a form where energy is able to be used and produced, obviously. And there's four main functions for this. Plasma proteins are formed, amino acids from proteins, reformed amino acids, which is just kind of just the removal of an amino group from an amino acid, is that third bullet point right there. And then urea synthesis, that's when ammonia is the byproduct of protein metabolism, and it passes through one's body in the form of urine as well. Alright, just a couple more slides here. But I also want to talk about the role of the pancreas as well, as I discussed above when it comes to the role of pancreas and liver in regulating digestion. The role of the pancreas, or the major role of the pancreas, is that makes digestive enzymes necessary for breakdown of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Also makes insulin and glucagon, and contains the endocrine and exocrine endothelium. For an example of a digestive enzyme, lipase would be one, as it digests fats. Then insulin and glucagon are hormones also that control sugar levels in the blood too. And I kind of just added a diagram down in this bottom right here where you can see the pancreas as an internal organ there too. Alright, so we have the exocrine gland to start. Exocrine secretes from a kidney, releases into the duodenum via ducts. Secretions include digestive enzymes and isotonic sodium solution as well. There's some examples of some enzymes, a sec here, that we'll go over as well, but in the right hand side I kind of show the diagram of an exocrine gland as well. Secretions are stimulated by secretions are stimulated by CCK and hydrogen ions in secretin and duodenum as well. Essentially, the breakdown of large food molecules into smaller ones for the nutrients to be absorbed is a short saying for the exocrine gland, because that is essentially the goal, is to break down those large food molecules into smaller ones as well. And then I did put examples of a few enzymes that are very present in exocrine glands of the pancreas, or ones that they do make as well. So lipase, that first one, is the breakdown of protein fat molecules, which I kind of said in the slide earlier. Amylase is the breakdown of carbohydrates into sugars. Tryptophan is the breakdown of protein molecules. That third one there would be the breakdown, or my bad, that fourth one, cryomotrizia again, is a breakdown of amino acid chains as well. And then that last one is the breakdown of proteins there. Then also, like we have the exocrine gland, we also have the endocrine gland for the pancreas as well. The endocrine gland secretes from islet cells. Secretions include insulin and glucagon. Insulin decreases blood glucose. Glucagon increases blood glucose. Obviously, islet cells produce endocrine hormones as well. Then endocrine gland is critical in the regulation of glucose levels. So that's kind of similar to the carbohydrate metabolism that we discussed above for the liver. There's several regulators of glucose levels in the bodies as well. And then on the side here, I just added a diagram that has the endocrine gland and the exocrine gland, and then kind of like a more in-depth view, and then kind of seeing how they are different and the ways that they are different as well. But that ends my my lecture today. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. I do have a study aid available if necessary, or if you want the study aid as well. But I appreciate you guys watching today. Thank you.